Things are back to normal and you're expected to come back to the office again? Which in my case means the return of public transportation. So let's see who's there to welcome us back to the world of public transportation. People who drink grown-up juice for breakfast. These guys often travel in groups of like-minded people, which is weird because they never really seem to enjoy each other's company. You often see them scream at each other whilst constantly being on the lookout for anyone looking their way. And this is actually the one thing that can unite these guys, because if you look their way, they will drop whatever they were arguing about and instead combine their forces and try to start something with you instead. So if you do make eye contact, be sure to have some kind of distraction available. And of course, the junkies, the most unpredictable type of passenger on public transportation. Like, are you gonna get up and start dancing? Or stab me? It might look like they're on their way to play an extra on The Walking Dead, but I'm not too sure about that. I'm not questioning their work ethic, I just don't trust them. These are the type of guys that wouldn't hesitate to punch someone and steal their Tamagotchi for a quick buck. So make sure to avoid eye contact and always keep your Tamagotchis deep down in your pocket. Then we have these guys who disguise themselves as perfectly normal people and then out of nowhere starts coughing like they were on their deathbed. Didn't you also sit in quarantine for 2 years? Why leave home if you're sick? Yeah, sure, maybe you need to go to the pharmacy or the store, but you could at least have some sense of your surroundings and cover your mouth when you cough. You're an adult, goddammit. Everyone's on high alert and you just cough straight out in the air on a fully packed bus like an absolute dingus. And people who use their speaker phones? Of course you can talk on the phone, but why do you have to do it in speaker mode? This one time I was riding the train and someone sat there screaming at their mom on speaker because they had lost their wallet. And this poor woman tried to be as helpful as she could and offered several different solutions. But they would just continue to shout at her on their phone. No one on this train is interested in hearing you talk with your mom on speakerphone for 25 minutes. So why? Why do you do it? And then we have people who look at TikTok on the train without any headphones. Maybe you haven't thought about it, but it's not uncommon to rewatch the same TikTok a few times. Now this could be because you didn't get it the first time, it was funny, or it's one of these horrible edits where they spend 30 seconds building up to something and then show the results for a split second. So now you either just angrily scroll to the next one or rewatch it because you're invested. One thing that does shed light on how many times people rewatches the same TikTok is when you can't see the video but only hear the audio. And for that we can thank this passenger for supplying the repeats. However, once in a blue moon you experience silence. And during that time, a lot of thoughts run through your head. Did they turn it off? Did they decide to use their headphones? Nope. They scrolled to the next one and guess what? It uses the same audio as the last one. That's great. If I ran for president, I would make it illegal to look at TikTok on public transportation without headphones. At least trains often have the quiet sections where you can sit down and not have to worry about someone talking on the speakerphone or scrolling through TikTok. But I suspect that these speaker-talking TikTok scrollers have sent their agents after me, because the last time I sat in the quiet sections, after 5 minutes, it started to sound like someone was wrestling a bag of chips. So I looked to the left and this motherfucker